What an honor it is to welcome you today in this breathtaking room. I speak for the entire FerMUN board when I say that today is far more than a simple opening ceremony. For 9 months, we have worked wholeheartedly, our efforts driven by conviction, passion, and a growing sense of anticipation for this moment, for the vision we nurture together. For 9 months, we have dedicated ourselves for the FerMUN 2026 conference to come to life, to flourish, and to become the reality you see before you today. So while this ceremony marks the beginning of our conference, it also represents the culmination of an extraordinary journey. And none of it would have been possible without those who believed in us and supported our vision. So to Ms. Tatiana Valovaya, Director General of the United Nations Office at Geneva, to Her Excellency Ambassador Céline Jurgensen, Permanent Representative of France to the United Nations Office and other international organizations in Geneva, to Mr. Gilbert Ugbo, Director General of the International Labour Organization, and to Mrs. Angelika Müller, Head of the Official Relations and Correspondence Unit, thank you for allowing us and trusting us to host another conference at the ILO state-of-the-art facilities. To Mr. Ted, our school principal, to our MUN directors, Monsieur Launay, Madame Esco, Madame Zori, Monsieur Konechki, and Monsieur Robson, and finally to Mrs. Baudry, Director of FerMUN. You have been far more than a simple director to us. You have been our guide, our champion, and the person who believed in what we could achieve, even at times when we doubted ourselves. To all of you, thank you. This conference would not have been possible without you, and on behalf of the board and myself, I'd like to invite all participants to join me in a warm round of applause for this distinguished group. Your debates will take place at the International Labour Organization. This year, your topic centers on labor, with the Youth Assembly addressing the crisis of multilateralism, which is unfortunately an alarmingly relevant topic today, and with 2 special committees emulating the World Health and Food and Agriculture Organization. Your debates will take place at the International Labour Organization, in the very rooms where history was made. Diplomats who sat where you'll sit over a century ago established the 8-hour workday that defines our daily lives today. Diplomats who sat where you'll sit 80 years ago declared that labor is not a commodity, that workers are human beings, not simply economic units. Diplomats who sat where you'll sit 75 years ago created the legal foundation for the right to organize, to strike, to bargain collectively, and then fought for equal pay for equal work, decades before nations would follow. And diplomats who sat where you sit 25 years ago mobilized the whole world against child labor, a battle that continues today. Now, I know that for many of us, the closest thing we could qualify as labor might be the babysitting we did for a neighbor 2 years ago. So it's easy to think that debates about labor don't concern us. But the reality is that today, more than 160 million worldwide are still trapped in child labor. Globally, young people are nearly 3 times more likely to become unemployed than older adults. And in a world richer than ever, millions of young people will enter a labor market where basic protections are steadily eroding. This is why debates about labor are not about distant problems. They're about the careers you will build upon your ambitions, the lives you can shape, and the world you will inherit. Now, to be candid, I haven't had much experience giving speeches before this, let alone at an opening ceremony in one of the oldest continuous multilateral diplomatic chambers in the world, the legendary Assembly Hall. So it will come as no surprise when I tell you that preparing for this moment was absolutely terrifying. I mean, think about it. What can I, as a 17-year-old, say that you don't already know? I mean, I know a thing or two about diplomacy, but why would I dare share my thoughts in a room filled with people who have decades of experience and shelves full of degrees? Wouldn't that be presumptuous, arrogant even? And then I thought, well, I've done Modo UN, surely I can talk about how important it is. But wait, aren't we just playing make-believe? What's the point of that? It's not like we can make a real change, right? Believe it or not, I didn't just invent those doubts for the purpose of this speech. I've heard them, whether it was at bake sales we organized for the FerMUN Solidarity Fund or at family gatherings. And each time I got the same impression, that you voices were being quietly disregarded. And this isn't breaking news. Some still believe that only those who have borne the whips and chains of time have a legitimate say in shaping our future. Well, I disagree. As former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan once said, "You're never too old to learn. You're never too young to lead and never too old to learn." And I know you agree with him. Because seated here are 650 students who have traveled across the globe, across seas and continents, to be here today, to participate in this conference, to show your concern for the world around you and its future. Model UN may seem like a small step, just simulation, just practice. But that's precisely the point. With every article you write, with every amendment you submit, every resolution you negotiate together, every speech you deliver or interpret in those booths, you're not just playing the role of interpreter or translator. You're not just playing the role of admin or press. You're not just playing the role of chair or delegate. You're becoming one. You're proving that young people can and must engage with the pressing issues of our time. So don't shy away. Take that point of information. Negotiate your way into consensus. Pitch that idea to the press team. Make the unexpected friend from across the world. Make the most out of this experience. Because this is not make-believe. This is practice for the real thing. And the future, which is in your hands, our future, starts now. So on behalf of the FerMUN board, I wish you all an amazing conference and welcome to FerMUN 2026. Thank you.